Sometimes you gotta get a devil two snaps in a circle. Because guess what? We're safe, safe in his arms, the Lord's arms, baby. We say, hey, look, have you guys ever encountered a bad situation? Well, if you're not confident enough or strong enough, I want to say strong enough, to tell your story, I'll tell my story. Guess what? I remember when I was 15 years old. It was on Halloween, you guys. I don't celebrate that stuff. You guys can, but I don't. My two sisters and I was riding. We was sliding. We was calling it ride then. We wasn't even talking about slide back then. Yeah, I am 41 years old, okay? And, excuse me, my sisters are like 7 and 9 years older than me. But yeah, oh my gosh. We rode up to our home. Everybody was still living at home at Mom's house. They told Mom, we love you. Anywho, we pulled up in the parking lot. In the drive-thru, excuse me. Parking lot. But in the drive-thru. And I was just telling my sisters, I was like, hey, look, we don't need to be going up in there. I could sense that something bad is about to be happening. So they consider me, and yeah, I was just a younger one. They consider my thoughts, my sincerely thoughts. We started riding. We pulled out. We ran down the street, did like circles in the neighborhood, you know. Then we were just like, all right. Well, that's what they said. All right, we going back inside. I was still feeling the same way. Like, I don't think we should go back in there. We went back up in there. I want to say like 5 minutes later, heard like some horrible noises coming from the downstairs. We're in my room, right? We were sitting on my bed and we were just watching TV. We went in there to go watch some TV and play some games. And oh my goodness, I be darned. Here it comes up the stairs. Boom, 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 boom. Lay the hell down. I heard that in one room. Nobody's in there. Heard it in the next room. My nieces and nephews are in there, but they sleep, they babies. Oh my gosh. Coming towards my room. These freaking demonic spirits, demonic folks came up in my room where my sisters and I were at. And of course, like, it was one of their friends who was in there. Oh my gosh. It was like a nightmare, you guys. They came up in there, had the biggest guns. I know it was AKs, shotguns. They had their faces painted with orange. I'll never forget it. Said, lay the fuck, excuse my French, lay the F down. Sister, my older sister, one of my older sisters, she goes, please stop, don't harm us. Other sister, like, what y'all want? Me. I'm like, what the hell? Friend, like, ah! They said, shut the F up, bees. Started aiming they big old AKs and shotguns at us, right? It was like the worstest feeling that I've ever felt. I had a pager, right? Pagers was going on back then. I had a pager. I had like $300 on me. I just said, like, you know, made that money from working at like one of my jobs. Chick-fil-A's. That was my first job that I ever had, right? At 15 years old. Oh my gosh. I threw all my stuff in my closet because I was like right. I was like towards my closet. I threw everything in there. There's like, lay it down, bees. Or we gonna shoot y'all. Da 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 da. Like, oh my gosh. I was like, everybody threw all their stuff down. Guess what, you guys? These fools didn't even take nothing. It was crazy. They ran downstairs, up out of the crib, and then was gone. Next thing I know, the police was over at our house. It was about like 15 cars. I want to say 15 cars for real. Like, for sure. 15 cars scattered at our house. I don't know who called the police. I don't know what. But all I know is that they came up in there with their guns raging. And it was like, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Oh my gosh, we're the victims. Got our hands up. Hands down. They find nothing. We the victims. Think I know that they done left. I just want to say that no justice was ever served. Why did they even come up in our house? Those demons. Long story short, found out it was because of one of our friends from another neighborhood was hanging out at our house, hanging out with us, hanging out. And the guys in the new neighborhood, they got jealous of them. But guess what, you guys? Our friends weren't even here. They was at home. It was crazy because we almost had our lives gone. Just because some of our friends don't know what the heck they done been pencil, done, or any of that. And folks coming at our crib with big time guns, trying to rob us, basically trying to kill us. At least that's what we thought. But they seen that they weren't around. Still to this day. I would like to know. And I would like to know why there was no justice served. Like, no fingerprints done, no nothing. Like, who called the police over at our house? And our mama wasn't even there. Daddy's, they wasn't there either. My daddy wasn't there. I had a different daddy. Sisters, they daddy, I most definitely wasn't there. So we still trying to figure out what really happened. Why was there no justice served? Was it because of color of our skin? Really don't know. You guys can say whatever you want to say. But I feel as if I've always felt as if it was due to that. It's black on black crime. It's deep, right? Peace.